What's going on, chat? It's Friday edition of the Daily Grind, but I don't know what we're going to talk about, so I figured let's just do the Nerding with 30 thing. Let's do the Nerding with 30 thing and try to get this, talk about certain topics, about entertainment. We could talk about video games. We could talk about the new Transformers game that's coming out. Did you guys see the new Transformers game? Dude, I'm so hyped about this. So hyped about this. I mean, not really, but I'm hyped. What's going on, Travis? What's going on, Z? All right, so hold on one second. Let me get this on the screen for you for this new Transformers game. Okay. Actually, let me see if I can get this on the actual YouTube channel instead. It's Transformers. What is the name of this? Transformers Multishock. Let me pull this up for you. Transformers Multishock. Multishock game trailer 10 hours ago. Here, we'll just go straight to the. All right, let me bring this up for you guys. I swear to God, I can't manifest the right... In my head, I cannot manifest the right Transformers game. Okay? I can't manifest it. I want a Transformers game. Okay? But every time I think of a Transformers game, it's never the one that I want it to be. It's all these other ones. Okay? So let's watch this one. It's Smash TV, but with Transformers. Like, what? What is this? I'll be honest. I'm here for it. Why can't I just get the Transformers game I want? Right, Vampire Survivor, Smash TV. I don't even know if this is going to be coming out in the States. I have no idea. Transformers Multishock. Like, what is happening, chat? Why can't we just have a normal Transformers game? They're doing everything. They're going all around. They're going all around. They're not hitting the point. They're not hitting the one I want. I'm trying to manifest it. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can get it. Let me get it in my head. Okay. I'm thinking of it. I have it. It's like a wishing well. You can't say it out loud. Okay. I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna focus and try to get the correct Transformers. Everyone, clear your head. Everyone, don't think of the Multishock. Don't think of the kart racing game. Don't think of all the other Transformers games that have been out there. Just clear your head. Clear your head with me. Okay. Let's all think together. Okay. What do you want? Right. I feel like we're doing the Ghostbusters thing. All right. Everyone, clear your head. What'd you do, Ray? What did you do? Right? Because we can't get the one that we want. Where is Transformers Reactivate? Where is it? Okay. There's little toys on the shelf. Right? There's toys on the shelf for the game. Before the game. What is Hasbro doing? What is Hasbro doing? Transformers Reactivate. We're starting to get we're starting to see the actual toys out in the world. Okay? Out in the world. They're selling single packs of Bumblebee, Optimus Prime, Soundwave, and Starscream. Okay? Now, we showed this a couple of months ago. Okay? Now, you can get these right now. This is the Amazon. Yeah, okay. Right? You can get these right now. $67, right? But they're showing up now in like Targets and Walmarts. Transformers Reactivate video game inspired games, right? These are the characters that are in the game. Where's the game? Where is the game? Okay. Now, these have been out for a while, but now they're showing up in stores. Like, what is happening? What's going on, PS5? What's going on, Eclipse? Feels good, man? Kraken, good morning. Jason, good morning. Like, what the hell's happening? This is the weirdest. How do you release toys before the game? These are not toys based on, like, other games that are already out or TV shows. These are based on the actual video game that's not out yet. Okay? And on the box, they have footage of the video game. DPZ Luna had a video of this going, what are they doing? Like, what are they doing? How strange? How strange is it to have your marketing team push out toys before the actual game comes out? And Hasbro wants to know why things don't work out. They're like, yeah, we have this game called Transformers Reactivate. Let's put the toys out. We already have the models done. We already have the things done. But we don't know if we're going to release the game yet. There's no news. No news on the game. It's so ridiculous. It's been 2 years. Coming this Video Game Award show, it will be 2 years, okay, since they said something about Transformers Reactivate. What's going on, El Dente? El Dente says they keep spoiling things with toys. I remember for the end game, they released the Spider-Man suit. Yeah. Like, you can literally see. Right? You can see the video game. That's the video game. Those are scenes from the actual video game, yet there's no video game. There's only one word for this. There's only one word for this. Hasbro is retarded. Travis says Transformers. Oh no, Kraken says Transformers deactivate. Yeah, it's so strange, man. How do you market toys before the game? It's like the person running Hasbro right now doesn't know anything about toys or video games or marketing. It's so ridiculous. What's going on, Mo? So ridiculous. All right. What else are we going to talk about today? The Friday streams, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do on Friday streams, because every day of the week we talk about video game stuff, and I really like entertainment news, and I like just random stuff. So I'm trying to figure out, and I want your input here, chat, right? Do you think Friday streams should be different than Monday through Thursday streams? Okay. And I know there's non-members here, but I'm trying to think of members' perks for becoming a member, right? Because that's what I want. I want people that are supporting the show. Okay, supporting visually, audibly, if you're listening to it, you're watching it, But if you're paying a monthly, I'm trying to give you some perks. Do you think my Friday shows should be just for members? Or do I just make it open up to everybody as I am today? Okay. Again, this is questions I'm asking, okay? Or do I put it out for everybody? Okay. And when I do the Friday shows, do I do it differently as far as topics, right? Do I do entertainment more? Do I just talk about everything, right? Like the Nerding with 30. Like we have a channel, Nerding with 30. Maybe extra gameplay stream. I like to play games. I mean, we could do gameplays, but I'll be honest with you, Kraken. My gameplay streams don't do very well, right? People come to watch me talk and bullshit. Yeah, that's what I want to do, Mo. It's more like random conversations, like about everything. That's why I called it like nerding, you know, just like my other channel, Nerding with 30. Just like whatever. El Dente says, no, I got the perfect thing for members. All right, what is it? Let me see it. Oh, Mo says random. What do you have? What do you have, El Dente? What do you have? What should we do? Okay. He says, have Sarge record himself when you all play together, and then the member perk is you get the VOD of Sarge's view. That's actually a good idea, but that's asking a lot from Sarge. Sarge doesn't even know how to operate a VCR. So to get him to record his gameplay and then try to upload it to us, that'll take a long time. That would take a long time. Yeah, no, I'm not joking, Mo. I'm not joking. We use the same program to record, and when I ask him to do something, he's like, how the hell do I do this? It's impossible. To get him to record something, that's going to be hard. I actually told him, because he plays a whole bunch of games, I said, whatever you play, record. Whatever you play, record, and then we'll upload it on the channel. Right? And I said, do that. Just record your whole gameplay, and then we'll just upload it on the stuff. Eclipse says, how about make it where members can only talk during Friday streams so they can still watch, but they can't talk? Actually, I know you're laughing, but that's actually not a bad idea, Eclipse. That's actually not a bad idea. Everybody can watch, but only members can talk in Friday streams. It's actually not a bad idea. PS5 says, member perk, giveaway of Sony games so they can get some sales. It's also not a bad idea. Yeah, because we don't do Friday streams, right? So I'm trying to think of ways, because let's be honest, let's have a talk. What is the reason to be a member of my channel? Besides just being, humble and being like, hey, you're entertaining. I wanna help you out and give you a membership, right? But I'm not giving anything to the members. The members are giving me something, but I'm not giving anything to the members besides the emotes of the channel, right? So I'm trying to come up with other ways to give a little bit more value for members. But I also don't want to take away anything else. I think we're going to do the member thing in chat for Discord, where I put the 4 thumbnails like I've been doing, and anyone that's a member can vote to get feedback on which one I should pick for the YouTube channel. We can do stuff like that. I think we'll do stuff like that. Every time we want to play games with people, no one really comes and plays the games when we try to do play with members, and then just randoms come, like Okuda Pop will play, or Eclipse will play, Kylo will play. Like whoever wants to play, just come and play. Yeah, we were thinking about that, Jax. Like I was just saying, you probably just popped in. I was thinking about maybe Friday mornings, because I don't want to give an extra out of my normal time frame, right? Fridays I'm open up where I can do my morning show like I normally do for an hour or 2 hours. And we can make it just a member stream for members on Fridays. right? But I kind of like what Eclipse said, even though he was like laughing. He's like, what about if, only members can talk? It's actually not a bad idea, right? Where everyone can watch, but if you want to talk, it's just the members. That might be a good idea. And look, I'm trying to make content for you guys so you're more inclined to come back and listen and watch or whatever. So Mo says we got to get back to the First Descendant, but Metaphor has my life right now. Is it good? Is it good, Mo? I'm not a big fan of those type of games. I'm not a big fan of those type of games. I haven't played First Descendant in like 2 months. Come on, Roadkill. I like this music that I'm playing in the background. It's like elevator music. Are you playing the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I'm deciding if I should buy it right now. The new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Are you talking about the movie one? Like they made the game? Is that out? What's that game called? What's that one called? Or are you talking about the roguelike one? Drake at PWN says, 30, what has a hooks you in at the moment? Nothing. Nothing has its hooks in me. Last night after we got off done with the podcast, Sarge's like, you want to play something? I'm like, I'm just not in the mood to play anything. Nothing has its hooks in me. Is there a new game? You talking about the Unleashed one? Or are you talking about Splinter's Fate, which is already out, but it's coming out for the other ones? Teenage Turtles, Turtles Unleashed. Unleashed. Is that out? All right, hold on a second. Let me see if I can get some gameplay here. This is the trailer from a couple months ago, I believe. And 1 month ago. 1 month ago.
Hi again, guys. April O'Neil here, and I have some exciting news to share today. The Ninja Turtles are out saving the city yet again. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there are a lot of new faces around. Mutant faces. And not all of them are friendly. So it's up to the Turtles to do something about it. Luckily, each of them has their own unique way of dealing with unexpected problems. But who are these new mutants? And what do they want? If you ask me, they look like proofs of concept. Or some strange experiments, maybe? Hopefully the Turtles can find out what's really going on. They sure have a bunch of friends to help them now. Or, not? And who's to say our turtle teens can't learn a few new tricks themselves? Or even make new friends from all across this famously friendly city.
I mean, I think it's cool with the same art style as the actual movie.
What do you guys think? Was that okay? Do I need another take?
Rated F. I'm gonna have to ask my my son if he would like to play this game. Because then I would have to decide if I want to get it for the Xbox or if I want to get it for Switch. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. If you're not a fan of the new art style and you're not a fan of the I thought the movie was okay. I didn't think it was crap. I didn't like certain storylines that they were saying or doing. But overall, I thought it was an entertaining film. The Splinter's Fate one. Here, let me, was it TMNT? This one's the roguelike one. And this is out. I'll just lower it. This is out right now for like the Switch, and I believe it's coming for the this is actually pretty good. This is a roguelike TMNT game where you play and go through and you upgrade certain perks and stuff as you go through, and this is actually a pretty fun game. I believe this is now coming out for other consoles. This was only on mobile at first. Then it came out about 3 months ago, where it came out on Switch, and I believe now it's coming out on other consoles as well. And this is 4-player co-op. All right, so there's this one as well. I'm excited for the Fortnite stuff to come out in November for TMNT. Oh, Roadkill, I got toys galore, statues and figurines, and I have my original turtles and stuff. Like I love the turtles, man. I literally have all my turtle toys from when I was a kid. I just gave them to my son. Like the original. They're like, should be in a museum. Transformers, Turtles, Mask, G.I. Joe, He-Man, Thundercats, Voltron. Bunch of stuff. What's going on, Dolphin? Morning, Wonder Rose. Your dad threw him out. What's going on, Hilly? Yeah, we're talking about trying to do something a little different on Fridays where obviously I'm still talking and chatting with chat. But we're trying to come up with some ideas here. I want to give some more benefits for members. And I was thinking, do I just make Friday streams for members only? Eclipse said, jokingly, but I actually kind of like it. Eclipse said, do you make the show where everyone can see it on Fridays, but only members can chat on Fridays? Like, do you know what I mean? Or do I just leave it as is and just talk about random stuff and just have a normal show? Everyone can come in, everyone can talk, everyone can chat, and just do what I normally do. But instead of talking about video games specifically, mostly for the Monday through Thursday, Fridays we use it to talk about entertainment, random stuff, like nerding with 30, you know. Eclipse says, yeah, I just put it out there. I want to say Blu-ray of the whole 90s Turtle show. It wasn't too bad either, like $30. Oh. That's actually not bad. Yeah, I'm just trying to come up with more, because I've been thinking for a long time, like, I want to give more benefits to members, right? And I don't know how to do that because I want to give all my content for free. You know what I mean? I want to give it out there, and people are supporting me, and I think that's great. And I'm like, well, they're supporting me, but I'm not really giving them any kind of benefits besides the emotes and stuff, right? So I was like, how do I bring a little bit more value to the members of the stream? Because that's the bread and butter. That's the bread and butter of my channel. Politics with 30. Yeah. I mean, if you wanna bring up stuff and make fun of it and stuff, I'm all about that, Paul. What's going on, Kylo? Roadkill says no. You should do a normal Friday stream and then afterwards for members. What do you mean afterwards for members? Friday is an extra stream completely. I usually don't stream on Fridays. Monday through Thursday is the normal streams. You're saying do a 2-hour show and then do a member stream after the 2-hour show? Yeah, Friday is the extra show. That's why I'm thinking make it just members only, or just make it members. Everyone can watch, but only members can talk. Again, these are just ideas. I saw this the other day. This came out well, a week ago, right? This one is talking about Obi-Wan Kenobi. Okay. This one came out about a week ago. Star Wars Ewan McGregor says that Disney's exploring ideas for Obi-Wan Kenobi Season 2. Please stop. No, stop, please. I feel like Gene Wilder in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Stop. No. Stop. Yeah, but what would be the difference, Roadkill? And again, I want to... What would be the difference if I made the whole show for everybody, but only members could talk on Fridays? Do you know what I mean? Everybody can watch. I'm not taking it away from anybody. It's just only on Fridays. Fridays is a members-only chat stream. I wish they would do... I don't know why YouTube doesn't do this, where I can pick and choose. If whoever gives a gifted can pick and choose somebody. You know what I mean? I don't know why they don't do that. So what do you guys think about Star Wars? You guys want a Star Wars Season 2 of Obi-Wan Kenobi? Did you guys see the interview with Star Wars Theory interviewing the writer who wrote the Star Wars movies for Obi-Wan and what he wanted to do? Oh my God, dude. It would have been a million times better. A million times better. But nope, instead you had to chase Princess Leia around in a forest and go, oh, we couldn't catch her. Grown men can't catch an 8-year-old. Amazing. The writing was so fantastic. That was, what, 2 years ago? It's been 2 years since this show came out. So bad. No, I really like the idea, Eclipse. I like the idea that you said. Because I'm still giving the content. I'm not taking it away from anybody. We're just taking away the access just on Fridays for members only. Travis says 30 blatant favoritism, 0 out of 10 IGN. They gave it an 8. They gave it an 8. I think they gave it an 8 just because Darth Vader was in the show. I think that's why they gave it an 8. Don't get me wrong. Some of the scenes in Obi-Wan Kenobi were great. But between Boba Fett, Book of Boba Fett, and Obi-Wan, those were terrible series. That was a 1-2 punch knockout. Oh, you meant Friday streams, 0 out of 10. Got it. All right, let's go to... I got nothing to talk about here with Obi-Wan. I hope they don't make a season 2. I hope it burns. And this is coming from a mega Star Wars fan. I hope if they do it, I hope it burns down. I do. Because they had the opportunity to do whatever they wanted with this, and they completely just wrecked it. So, go ahead. Make season 2. Go ahead. I hope the people that make content off of this stuff make more money than that does. Roadkill says, any of you guys see the comment of a couple days ago I did? It was crazy. I guess it's not going to be around for another 80,000 years. For what? What is that? What is that for, Roadkill? Eclipse says they gave Penguin a 5. I think everyone loves that show. Yeah, they gave Obi-Wan an 8, one of the lowest rated shows, right? And they gave Penguin a 5. It's one of the highest rated shows. Really tells you the people that they're putting on these things to review them really know what they're talking about. Obviously, all reviews are people's opinions and stuff, but it's just funny. Oh, the comet. Comet. Got it. Not comment. The comet. I was like, the comment? Craig is like, fuck the Skywalkers. Well, Obi-Wan's not the Skywalker. No, I can read most of the time, Roadkill. I can read most of the time. But when you type in COMMENT, that's not comet. My son had a spelling test today, and one of his words was what was it? Scourge, right? And I looked at the word, and I was like, I don't know what that is. My brain, like, it was like this, and I couldn't see the word. I was like, what is that word? I couldn't see it. Couldn't understand what it said. I was like, what is it? My son's like, are you okay? I was like, I don't know what that word is, even though I knew what that word was. My brain, I'm telling you, man, it's been affected, and I don't do drugs. Kraken says the funnier part is when numbers are completely the opposite of the review score. Almost it's a review outlet are irrelevant and not needed. Their days are numbered. Right. Well, I think you know what it is. We like what we like and we don't like what we don't like. And if you find a reviewer that you like, you're like, oh yeah, he or she or they, right? And I'm not saying that as a pronoun. I'm talking about like a group of people, like an organization like an IGN, or a person like myself, or where they give you reviews and you like what they say because they're in line with what you think, right? But if you don't like the person or the outlet that's doing something, then they're irrelevant to you. And it's always about people's opinions, but I always find it funny that the masses will give something like a 96, and the person that's reviewing it gives it like a 60, and then the masses give it like a 60, and they give it like 100, and it's like, something's off here. Something is really off, because how is that person not part of this larger group of people that think the same way? Dolphin's like, come on, man. Scourge was a Destiny raid. I know. I looked at that word, and I was like, what is it? And my son was like ragging on me. He's like, what's wrong with you? Why can't you? He's like, why can't you say the name? I was like, I don't know. It's just not coming to me. Well, Roadkill, I did drugs when I was younger, but when COVID hit, I didn't get any kind of side effects, but I've always had this, like, since then, I've had this, like, fog in my brain where all of a sudden I'll forget how to spell the. Like, I'll sit there and be like, the. You know what I mean? Like, just like words, it's like someone just picked it out of my brain and just got rid of it. Like, you see it sometimes when I'm reading. Right? Which I'm glad I'm not self-conscious, right? I just own it, right? When I read certain things, I'm just like, I fuck it up. Yeah, when the patterns like that, where the scores are always the opposite of the general public, it definitely makes you question the validity of it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, look, I like Marvel's Avengers, right? Not a popular game, didn't sell very well. I liked it. I'm in the minority of the people that bought that game and enjoyed that game. Right? Obviously, I know it's a bad game. And if I had to give it a review score, it would be what the masses are, even though I enjoy the game. But it's just strange that the outliers are like, oh, well, it's a 10 out of 10. And meanwhile, everyone else is like, it's a 5 out of 10. Travis says 30. Yes, you did get side effects. It's because we still don't know what all the effects are. Sure. Some people had like breathing problems and they can't taste anything anymore. Mine was the brain, which I think the whole virus is something with the brain, and I think it affects different parts of the brain, and hence why people lose the sense, their taste or the smell, and some people will just get the cloudiness. So I don't think it's a respiratory problem. I think it's a part of the brain where the respiratory is controlled by the brain. But that's just my thoughts. Because everyone has effects differently. So I think it's a brain thing, not a respiratory thing. Oh, let me tell you, Roadkill, that's why I love, hitting the microphone button on Google and then saying the word and then seeing how it's spelled and whatnot. Yeah. They gave She-Hulk a 9. Come on, bro. Come on. Oh, I hear you, Roadkill. Yeah. Oh no, back then it was a conspiracy theory. Now it's just theory. Yeah, it's just weird. It's weird. What's her name did that for Snow White? I like how what is the deal with Hollywood hating Henry Cavill? Can we explore this a little bit? This man just wants to make good stuff. He's a nerd. He just wants to make stuff for the fans. Okay? He wants to make stuff for the fans, and yet No matter what he does, right? He gets in with The Witcher, and then they screw The Witcher over. Then he gets in with Warhammer, and they're trying to screw that over. And now he's trying to take Voltron. Okay, can this man please represent the nerds? I mean, he's one of the best looking goddamn nerds I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay, and he's just trying to make something cool. Can we please support him? This is the answer to your question. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is. So no, I will not be playing Quiet Plays. Kyle says, damn, he is good looking. Yeah, look, I'm a heterosexual man, right? Happy with a wife, and that man is good looking, okay? I'm confident enough to say that Henry Cavill's a good looking man, and this is why people want to go watch him in movies, right? I don't care that he builds PCs and plays video games, and he's a nerd, and he likes World of Warcraft, and he likes painting Warhammer figures. Like, the man is good at his job, at acting, and he's a realistic person, and he's a nerd. Nerds. That's a movie I think they should remake. Like they did back in the 80s. Make that movie again. Make Nerds again. But you gotta make it raunchy. You gotta make it like it was. I've never seen the movie. Kraken. Never watched it. Mo says, who's Henry Cavill? You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth, Mo. Okay? You have to show some respect for Henry Cavill. This man is a god. All right, let me see. Charging it for Voltron at Amazon and MGM Studios. Let me put this article up here. What do you mean, who is he? That's Superman, man. Come on, Mo. Get out of Game Pass for a little bit. There's other things in the world. Not Superman at all. Oh, God. Are we doing this, Mo? Are we doing this? Yeah. Mo's just upset that his baseball team is moving to Vegas. And his football team. I think both of them are moving. Dolphin says that 30, the game will have a feature that you wear a microphone, and if it detects sound, you will die. That's pretty cool. I'll just mute my microphone. Problem solved. I'll just mute my microphone. No sounds will be made. I just won't plug the headset in. That seems like a broke mechanic, huh? They're like, yeah, we've designed this spatial awareness of when you make noise, it'll detect you and kill you. Or you can just press the mute button. Hilly says, I don't know about the Superman dude, but Henry Cavill makes my peen tiggle. All right, so Henry Cavill charging up for Voltron at Amazon MGM Studios. Says DC Universe and Star Wars stars Henry Cavill is set to headline Amazon's MGM feature adaptation of the popular anime Voltron. Okay. Cavill joins the previously announced star Daniel Quintoy directing the film from the script, and he also wrote that Ellen Shaman. The storyline is being kept secret. Well, I hope so. Deadline's first told that the Amazon MGM Studios winning the Voltron's project as a bid back in 2022. Voltron is based on the 1980s animated TV series. Follow the team of space explorers who pilot a giant robot known as Voltron. It's adapted from several Japanese animated TV series. Okay, and the series was produced. Yeah, we already know though. I know all this. So they don't know anything about it yet, right? Up next, Cavill is training for the lead role in Highlander. Oh, he's doing Highlander too? Jesus. They're remaking Highlander, and he's in Highlander. Star of Zack Snyder's Man of Steel, Batman, Superman, Dawn of Justice, and Justice League is also starring in Guy Ritchie's In the Gray. I didn't see that yet. Have you guys seen The Gray? That's supposed to be really good as well. Produced by Warhammer, also 40,000 franchise across all Amazon MGM Studio projects. So he's embedded himself with the Amazon and MGM Studios. So he's going to be doing a lot of stuff. I didn't know he was doing Highlander. Well, he already did Highlander. I mean, he already did training for swords, Eclipse. He already did training for swords. I mean, for The Witcher. Being in Amazon's got to be a nightmare. Well, didn't they do Witcher? Or Netflix do Witcher? Who did Witcher? Netflix did Witcher, right? Yeah. Yeah, it was Netflix. I forgot who did what. Well, I'm sure it's a different style. All I'm saying that because of all the training he's done with the other sword, I mean, that's a different. I get what you're saying. I'm just saying that it probably helps that he already has shit embedded in what he was training for Witcher to do the Highlander stuff. Yeah, Amazon has Reacher. Reacher's a great show. I like season 1 of Reacher more than season 2 of Reacher. I like the more solo act that he had, Jason, in season 1 than with the group in season 2. Still good, but I like season 1 better. We're watching a show right now, and I forget what it's on. The Gentleman, is that on Netflix or is that on Amazon? I think that's on Netflix. That's a good show too. We're 3 shows in. And you know what I think is funny? So you got Penguin, right? You have shows that are doing week by week type of stuff, and they're doing very good in the ratings. People are talking about it more, right? And I think it's funny because a lot of the shows, like, wasn't Shogun a week by week show as well? It's one of the best shows. I haven't seen it myself, but that's a week by week show as well. People loved it, right? And I remember making a video, and people said that I didn't know what the hell I was talking about because I asked about Fallout series. I said I wish Fallout was week by week because I think it would have been better overall for the show. Everyone's like, I don't want to watch a week by week. I want to binge watch. I'm like, you still can. You just wait 8 weeks, you impatient nerd, right? Like you just wait 8 weeks and then watch them, right? You don't have to binge watch everything, right? So if you wait week by week by week, it builds up the show. It gives it more breathing room. People start talking about it, word of mouth. People start watching more and more. Penguin's showing that because the first episode of Penguin compared to I think it's the 3rd episode or 4th episode of Penguin, it raised up almost 30% of more people watching it because more people are like, oh, you got to watch this show, right? Which then have more people, meaning they've gone back, watched the other 4 episodes, and now they're watching it, and now they're continuing on. That's what Game of Thrones did. That's what Sopranos did. That's what Entourage did. That's what all of these shows did in the past. And if you're a binge watcher, all you have to do is, instead of pre-ordering and getting that 3-day early access, right, you could just wait 8 weeks and then binge watch the show, and then you get what you want, and then the people that didn't want to binge watch get what they want. It's different when they're all out and you could watch it week by week, but it gives it more breathing room. People don't ruin the fucking show for you either, right? Because one person binge watches it in one afternoon and then goes to Twitter and be like, I can't believe this person died. And you're like, bro, I didn't even watch the first freaking frame yet. Travis says week by week, greater than binge. Binge you could still do even with week by week, though. This is what I do. I just wait until the end, and I'm watching the last season of The Boys right now. Haley says, I always wait, but I don't moan about it. Just wait and enjoy watching the season in one. Right. But what I'm saying is, you can still binge, but you can't go the opposite direction. If they release all the episodes on day one, no one's going to sit there and go, I'm going to watch one episode a week, even though it's ruined for you the first hour because everyone already watched them all. You see what I'm saying? Like, if I want to watch all of them, you can. Just wait. But if I don't want to watch all of them and I want to wait week by week by week by week, there's something. I don't know. Again, I'm old school. I know. I'm like 90 years old, right? But I used to love going to work and talking to a bud or a friend or a coworker and be like, hey, did you watch this show? They're like, oh yeah. Oh, it's so good. And then you start talking about it, and then you start like hyping it up, and you're like, oh, I can't wait for what they're going to do next week. And then next week comes, you talk about it. It like builds it up. It builds up the advertisement for it. More people start watching. Viewership goes up. They get to sell more advertisements. You know what I mean? But they're like, no, let's throw it all out there. Let's throw it all out there. And they're like, I can't believe people are not watching the show. How's that working out for you? Now, if you watch Disney stuff, Book of Boba Fett, Obi-Wan, Andor, Ahsoka, Acolyte, they're all sucking, and they are doing week by week. But that just shows you a good show compared to a shitty show. Right? Because it doesn't matter if it's good or bad if you binge watch it. Okay? If it's good, it's better if it's elongated out. Okay, if it's bad, just throw that shit out. What they did for Ironheart. Did anybody ever talk about Ironheart? Did they even release Ironheart? I don't remember if they released Ironheart. Okay, I know they released Echo, and that's exactly what Echo did. It hit, and then nobody talked about it. Disney doesn't know what to do with their shows. They're like, let's put 2 episodes together each week for the next 4 weeks, and then we'll be done with it. The only reason they do that, Dolphin, the only reason they do that is so the viewership looks higher. Voltron says it hasn't released yet. I think it's even if they did release it, I don't think people will watch it. Yeah. By the time it comes out, she'll be like 40. But the point is, we don't know if it released because nobody cares, right? Like Agatha right now is going on. How is Agatha doing? I don't know. I mean, I'm not interested in the show, but what episode are they on? And do people care? Let me look it up. All right, we got oh, this is not good. Is this not up to date? Oh no, it's there. I don't understand the ratings of this. Hold on a second. This is from Rotten Tomato, right? This is from Rotten Tomato. So this is from Rotten Tomato. And we have Marvel shows by rank. Okay, so the number one show right now is X-Men 97 at 99. Okay. Miss Marvel, 98, but it's also the lowest, or was one of the lowest viewed shows on there, but it's one of the highest rated Rotten Tomato scores. So go figure how that works. Okay. Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Okay. Then you have WandaVision at 92. You got Daredevil, which was on Netflix at the time. Okay. 2015. That's at 92. Hawkeye, also one of the lowest watched shows. Okay. At 92. Then you have Legion. Never watched that myself. Okay, at 91. What If? We did watch. You know what? I didn't ever watch season 2. I watched season 1. Okay. But season 2, I apparently got an 89. Loki, didn't watch season 2 of that. Okay. Didn't watch that. That got an 87. Luke Cage, I watched. That's got an 87. Cloak and Dagger, never watched that. That got an 87. Moon Knight, also another show that people forgot about. It's one of the lower ones as well. Okay, 86. Marvel's Agent Carter, 86. Marvel's MODOK. Oh, I forgot about that. That was the animated one, right? Falcon and Winter Soldier was terrible. Terrible. We did a review show with Wolverine on that, and that was a terrible show. Marvel's Runaways. Jessica Jones was pretty good. I liked it. X-Men back in 1992. Loved that show. It was great. Right? The Gifted. She-Hulk, that IGN gave it a 9 out of 10. That's at a 79, and I think that is the lowest viewed show. We're in number 20. Have you seen Agatha yet? I haven't. Okay. Marvel's Defenders, 78%. And then how are they at 22 but they're at 82%? How is 82 lower than 78? Can someone explain this to me? Can someone explain this to me? Explain math. Can someone explain math? How 82 is less than 78? Is this really an 82? Or is it supposed to be a 72? I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a 72. Hence why 79, 78, 72, 70. This is an opinion, not fact. What, that 78 is greater than? Right? So it sits at 22, even though it should sit at 20, 19. Echo. Nobody watched this. Secret Invasion is another one, 52%. Oh my God, I totally forgot about Blade the series. What was Moonwife? You mean Moon Knight? Moon Knight was rated, it was up here. Wait, where is it? Number 12, 86. Let me go see if I can find the views. Is this all of them? This is June of 2023. No, that's not going to do it because we don't have... This is 2024, but where's Agatha? They don't have it listed here. See, this doesn't make any sense. This article was written Oh, okay, it was in May. It was in May. Okay, that makes sense. Let's see if they have a list here. Yeah, there's no articles talking about what the viewership is for Agatha. That's not a good sign. Because remember, video games and TV shows, they'll scream from the rooftops when something is good, right? This many people watched it. The number one show on the television, number one movie at the box office. But when they say nothing, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, Agatha's good." But what's the numbers? They won't tell you. I'm assuming the 64%, Paul, for The Punisher is because they didn't like the violence. You know, it doesn't have to have all the shows. They show viewership per episode. I can go to the Nielsen rating. Let me see if I can find it here. Here's the thing that they did a couple weeks ago. Okay. But this is a misrepresentation because 9.3 million is not, it's not good. Okay. So this was September 26th when they were talking about this, right? This is September 26th when they were talking about this. Agatha All Along hits 9.3 million views in 1 week on Disney Plus. But that's not really views. That's hours. But the first episode of Agatha All Along, 9.3 million views on Disney Plus for the first 7 days of streaming. 9.3 million for a show in a week is horrendous. They used to get this in a night. One night, 10 million people, 27 million people, right? Used to watch the stuff, right? This is a week. 7 days it took to get to 9.3 million. The opening of Agatha appears to be roughly par on Percy Jackson's Olympia, which debuted at 13.3 million views in just 6 days as well. The Acolyte in June 2024, Star Wars series hit 11.1 million views in 5 days. These sound like big numbers, but they're not, right? They try to use these numbers to persuade people because obviously just like other companies and video game companies and book, right? Number one book, selling book, Black Myth Wukong, 20 million units. When they do stuff like this, people are like, oh, 20 million units in this amount of time, that means the thing is good. So it's like a snowball effect. So Disney tries to do this with this, even though that's not the actual viewership. Travis says, Agatha, until Midnight Suns, I never heard of this bitch. Krebsy says, in my opinion, the only truly bad Marvel show that was 4 out of 10 or less was Agatha, Echo, Loki Season 1, Secret Invasion, and She-Hulk. Well, I can't respond to most of this. I only watched Loki Season 1, and you watched me talk about it, right? It was good, but it wasn't great. I didn't watch Agatha, didn't watch Echo, didn't watch Secret Invasion, didn't watch She-Hulk. The last one I watched was Miss Marvel. And I thought Miss Marvel was actually a really good show, but not for a Marvel show. I thought it was a really cute. I thought the actress, I forget her name. I'm gonna butcher it, but I thought she did a fantastic job. I thought all the people in the show did a really good job. I just didn't like it as a Marvel show. I thought it would be like if you take the Marvel element out of it and just follow her as a character. It was like a Sabrina the Teenage Witch type of vibe. You know what I mean? Like, It was just a nice show, but it didn't fit in the Marvel world. Kyle says that they must be increasing their prices again and are cracking down on the password sharing. Maybe they also should be more concerned for making good shows and movies, not just charge more money. Yeah, they're going up way up in price. Here's one. Agatha all along has set a Marvel TV series record. Okay. This is by Paul Tassi. It says the article was published on 10/4 and republished on 10/6. Agatha all along. Let's read this. Hold on. Let me bring this up. Agatha all along is thanks to decent viewership compared to extremely low budget, but Disney is also celebrating its success in other ways. One important metric is when it comes to reception and renewal of streaming series is continuation rate. Whether the show, how far you get through Netflix binge, or if you can keep it following along week by week, a low completion rate means people are less likely to show up for season 2. Hence why the big factor is why shows get canceled. Okay. Well, no, they get canceled because they're shit shows. Can we stop protecting them and say, like, well, the viewership's low because it's a bad show? If it's a good show, then people watch it, and then they would make a second season. Okay. Agatha has the best continuation rate of any Marvel show, and they released after 4 episodes here, meaning week to week, it has retained the largest percentage of viewers, though it does not get into specifics, perhaps because it doesn't want other shows to look bad. Or that the consistency of these viewers during this show is so low that they don't want to share the number. Sure, they continue to have the same viewership each episode, okay? But the episodes aren't pulling in great views. I love the way he worded this, though. Okay, Agatha's the best continuation rate of Marvel show, and they released after 4 episodes here, meaning week to week, it has retained the largest percentage of viewers. No, it just means it has the largest continuation of the viewers. So like if 10 people watched episode 1 and 10 people came back to episode 2, and then 10 people came back for episode 3, great. You have the same 10 people coming back to watch, but it doesn't mean it's a good show. And then in the sentence, he says they retain the largest percentage of viewers, though he doesn't not get into specifics. Yeah, because they don't want to show you, not perhaps because it doesn't want to make other shows look bad. No, it doesn't want to show you that the consistent rate is this show, and this show is going to look bad. Right. That's exactly right, Water. And so instead of losing 3,000 viewers per week, it only lost 2,999, right? El Dente says, Agatha is set in a new Marvel series, at least talked about show from Disney+. Yeah, it sets a record. Jason says, every Marvel show has been trash to me. X-Men 97 was the only good one. Yeah, 97, I have to watch the very last 2 episodes. I haven't watched the last 2 episodes. El Dente says, I mean, Grey's Anatomy is still running, so it doesn't have to do with being a shit show. But it's got writing, and people are interested in the characters there, right? So the people that are interested in that show, it's a good show for them, right? Enough where they're selling good advertisement. That's still on regular television. The last 2 ones are amazing. Oh, great. I have to start. They are making a season 2, but it's not going to be with the same creator because he got fired for other reasons. Mara says, to be honest, if they don't bring back the same team of writers for season 2, I think it's going to suck. Well, the director, he got fired because of some allegations that he had. So everyone was worried that was going to be a woke show, right? And this is another perfect point. Okay, the gentleman that wrote it was a gay gentleman, I believe. Okay, and that's what they ran with. They said that he's a gay. He's going to work the show, and it's going to be woke, right? And if it's woke, it goes broke. Well, it did the opposite, right? So the gay director wrote some really good stuff, and the show is really good. And this proves to my point that it's not just the reason if it's woke, it goes broke. There's other factors in that. And because it wasn't a bad show, because the writing was very good, it kept to what the original X-Men 97, to the original show in the 90s, it kept close to that. It's a good show. It has nothing to do that if it was woke and there was things in there you didn't like, the show's good, right? And that's the issue, where now they fired him for other reasons, okay? So he's not coming back. So now it's going to be different writers. So are the writers and the director that comes in, are they going to stick with that, or are they going to make it bad now? As of right now, this season's fantastic. Yep, it's going to suck. Kyle says, the biggest disappointment for me was Mando Season 3. The first 2 seasons were fantastic, and Season 3 just hit all over everything because they got away from what the show was, right? Mando, Season 1 and 2, and then the ending of Season 2 with Luke Skywalker, and then, right, they lost it because they got rid of Grogu. And they're like, what do we do? Well, we got to bring him back, right? It's like, rule number 1, don't set up a thing for 2 seasons to get rid of the thing, and that concludes, and then bring him back right away and just kind of like throw in the towel, be like, well, everything else sucked. Then they stopped following Mando. Then they handed the torch off to Bo-Katan, which is fine. I actually said, and if you guys watched my reviews of Mando Season 1 and whatnot, I actually said and predicted, I said that the Mandalorian doesn't have to be that it's following Din Djarin around, okay? Din Djarin, sorry, around. The Mando could be any Mando. It could be anybody. It could follow characters all around. And I actually said that they'll probably hand it off to Bo-Katan down the road because she should be the rightful heir of the Mandalorians. And that's the way they're going towards, right? So now they're making the movie. So we'll see what happens with the movie, because I don't think there's going to be a Season 4. I think they're just going straight to the movie, and that's going to be it. Unless the movie does fantastic, and then they'll make a Season 4. But how the hell do you make... Like, I understand television should be done like it was in the old days, okay? And what I mean by that is Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, Season 4 should come out one year after another. Instead, they make Season 1, wait 2 years, make Season 2, wait 2 years, make Season 3. It's like, what are you doing? Like, hell, even you could have filmed Seasons 1 and 2 together. Now, they did seasons, if I'm not mistaken, I believe they did Seasons 3 and 4 at the same time, but there's scheduling conflicts, hence why they went to Boba Fett, and then they went over to Mando Season 3. Sarge says, damn it, I thought you said you weren't streaming. And did you play the video? I did not. I can bring it up, though. Oh, speaking of Mando, did you guys see this? Did you guys see this? This is the Mando Transformer. Star Wars Mandalorian Transformer. No, it's separate, but it takes place after season 3, and I don't think they're going to make a season 4. Yeah, that's what I just said. I said they're making a movie. Yeah, I'll show the Skyrim in a second, Sarge. Altern says, we got a Mando Transformer before a good Transformers game. Altern, did you miss the first story that I was talking about? The first topic we talked about is a Transformers game that's coming out. Did you miss that one? Did you miss me talking about this right here? Hold on. Yep, here's a Transformers game. All right, this is the Transformers game that's like Vampire Survivors / like Smash TV-esque. Okay. Like, why? I mean, I'm going to play it. I'll give it a shot. If it comes out, I don't even know when it's coming out. If it's coming to the States, I have no idea. This got leaked, so. Right, Dolphin's like, this is not the game we asked for. Transformers Multishock. Yeah. Son of a bitch. We just can't get the Transformers game we've been asking for. This is the one you want me to watch, right, Sarge? All right, let me back this up. You guys can't hear it. Hold on one second. I gotta capture it in the actual thing.
Yes, rather, and it looks absolutely unreal and not at all like Skyrim. So I'm sure most of you have already gathered this isn't by the hands of Bethesda Game Studios. Rather, it's thanks to the entire Skyrim mod author community and the creator of a mod list that brings over 2,000 mods together from hundreds of fantastic mod authors into one exceptionally intricate and heavily modded package, all to bewilder you with a Skyrim like you've never seen or played before. This is Nulvis V6 by Vector.
I'll be honest, it's stuttering on my screen as well.
What you're looking at right now is very early gameplay of Nulvis V6, which is the in-progress 2024 iteration of the very popular Nulvis mod list for Skyrim, which is releasing later this year. The same mod list I've been sporting in my last few Skyrim videos, that actually being Nulvis V5, which a lot of you had plenty of questions about. And Nulvis V6 is that mod list taken to a whole another level. With a refreshed mod list that upgrades visuals, animations, quest mods, and gameplay mechanics over the previous versions, transforming Skyrim into what I would say could even pass as a current-gen game. Which
That's crazy looking. No, well, it's actually the audio, because on my screen, it was starting a little bit, but when it's not starting on my screen, Kraken, it is starting in the program. I wonder... We're still learning, so I might have to do something on the back end. Let me see if there's a setting for... Let me see if there's a setting for video. Recording. No, see, there's nothing that says... Touch of appearance. General. Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing on the back end here that I can change for video stuff. We might have to. I might have to prep more in the. If I know what I'm going to watch, instead of just bringing it up on the screen like I am, maybe I have to download it and then upload the file into the program, and maybe it'll run smoother.
is both a compliment to the modlist creator Vector and all of those that help him, but most importantly, the many mod authors who make this kind of modlist possible with their fantastic work shared with the community. Now, what makes Nulvis V6 so exciting over Nulvis V5 is the clear visual improvements. And not just the subjective kind, as everything from the meshes, textures, lighting, world changes, and standard ENB choices are all leaps beyond the current, with V6 bringing a wide range of new mods and replacing old ones, such as Northern Roads, fully patched for this mod list. Some of you might understand just how large of an achievement that is on its own. The Vivid Landscapes Complex Parallax series, Skirk Bros Retexture Project All-in-One, Water for E and B, Untarnished UI, which is a complete UI overhaul and one of my personal favorites, mashups of 7 different tree mods, 6 different grass mods, and the custom Nulvis exclusive tree add-on, a selection between Cabbage E and B, Peacho E and B, and Cause E and B, new city overhauls including JK's Whiterun Outskirt Market, Whiterun Has Walls, GG Improved Whiterun, and Spaghetti Cities, which are all full.
So I have a question. Why is this impressive, right? For Skyrim, but when someone wants to try to do it for Starfield, everyone gets upset about it, right? I understand Skyrim's beloved, and people love Skyrim, and this is what people are doing in their time. But people are doing the exact same thing in Starfield right now, where they're making the mods and the game looking better and whatnot. But you know what I mean? Why is this like, oh my god, blown away? And then when modders do it for Starfield, everyone's like,
fully patched together and custom patched for one of the most exciting and game-changing inclusions with this next iteration of Nulvis, that being SR Exterior Cities. Bringing fully patched and integrated Open Cities functionality to Nulvis V6 alongside its many mixed and matched city overhauls. And 2 other noteworthy additions mentioned by Vector are camera noise, which adds minor camera shake like seen in games like God of War. It's a minor addition, but a feature I personally adore. And then,
did you see how many downloads that was? Total downloads, 755,000.
In games like God of War, it's a minor addition, but a feature I personally adore. And then, oddly enough, Dragonborn voiceover, which is a great mod and framework itself, but is only currently really used for AI voice packs. So if you want to play Nulvis as Kratos, Geralt, or Ciri, then you'll have that option. And again, this is only a handful of the thousands of mods included in Nulvis. It includes a ridiculous amount of graphics mods, gameplay mods, quest mods, weapon and armor mods, really just all of the mods. And it's something the vast majority of people will only ever be able to achieve with the mod list like this, as it takes an unbelievable amount of time to get a mod list of this scale and complexity working, let alone polished. And Vector isn't exactly doing himself any favors with some of the mod selections here, as while Northern Roads and SR Exterior Cities are fantastic and highly desired mods, they are a pain when it comes to compatibility, so this makes for a very unique experience. And while a lot of V6 gameplay is showcased in this video, if you're wanting to watch the uncut gameplay and showcases that are less butchered by the YouTube compression, they will all be linked down in the description, including gameplay of the Forest regions, Riverwood, Whiterun, Riften, Solitude, and the performance test and E&B comparisons, all of which come from Vector's personal YouTube channel, which I suggest you subscribe if you want to see some of the frequent updates.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Company says, well, what are you going to do? This program ain't it. How are you going to watch the download the live events like Game Awards? Well, here's the thing. Doing my other program, and like if I have Kingard on and Greg Owen on and Sarge on, that's going to be a lot more hassle for me to use the other program than this program. Like a lot of work to put in to put it on the other one. Where this one I could just link it up. So I'll do some videos and see if there's a way to change stuff in this. Maybe there's, before I start, let me see, if I edit, let me see. Yeah, see, there's nothing to change. Maybe I could do the compression different. I don't know. As far as the live events, you're absolutely right. It could be worse. But at the same time, at least for the videos, here, let me see if I could download this video right now and see if we get a stutter. All right, let me see if I can watch my computer crashes as I do this. No, I can't do that because I have to install an update. Nope, can't do that right now. We'll have to try it again later. Yeah, for the podcast and stuff, I don't bring up videos. You know what I mean? So this program works great for chatting with and for GXG, right? For the daily show, we might have to go back the other way. Big Box says single-player games, arcades, what live service games are to consoles in the 90s. Single-player games entirely know their days are numbered. I don't know if that's true. We literally just read a thing yesterday that more people like to play single-player games than multiplayer games. Even the people that play multiplayer co-op games play solo in those games. I have not tried VR, Skyrim VR. Hater says people love their fantasy. They don't like sci-fi. I mean, I just find it weird that people give shit to, well, the modders are saving this game, but modders, they love the modders that are playing and fixing or making Skyrim better or making Fallout better, but the modders that are making Starfield better, they have a problem with that. Now, you follow revenue, not player polls. Live service revenue continues to outpace single player. Oh, yeah? Baldur's Gate 3, #1 selling game last year. Oh, I'm sorry. Hogwarts Legacy, #1 last year. Baldur's Gate 3, number 2, I believe. This year, Black Myth Wukong, 20 million units sold just on Steam. Right? There's more single-player games selling more than multiplayer games. Oh, of course, Al Dente. Like, Skyrim's a great game. People like Skyrim. That's why they're okay with it. I could try a different browser, Eclipse. I could try the other browser and see. Ron says Skyrim doesn't take place in the sky or in a rim. Elder Scrolls 6, Travis, is going to have such a uphill battle. Such an uphill battle. No matter what Bethesda does, that shit is under a microscope. Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be so scrutinized. It's got to come out and be like the most perfect game. Just because. Because it should have been out by now. And by the time it comes out, they'll be like, oh, look at these graphics. These graphics are so like last time or last gen or what. It's going to be such an uphill battle. It's going to suck. Right. The combat's not Souls-like. The map's not big enough. There's boundaries. Look at the grass. The grass is not good enough. There's going to be 1,000 things. Z says, Bethesda needs to spend a year telling everyone that they've canceled the game because they can't trust the toxic fandom. Real question is, Grand Theft Auto 6 going to have the same issue? No, because Rockstar doesn't get the same shit as a Bethesda studio. Oh, that's true, Akuta Papa. Plus, it's not going to be on PlayStation. That's going to be get hit with a review bomb like Starfield. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, dialogue's not like Baldur's Gate. Yeah, 1,000 planets. Yeah, it's gonna be a whole bunch of stuff. They would have had plenty of time to make a polished game. They have just as much time as any other game they've released, Sarge. Travis says, except it will be on PlayStation. Will it? I mean, you don't know that. It could be 6 months after. It could be 1 year after. It could come to PlayStation, but it could also not come to PlayStation just as easy. If you think they'll put Indiana Jones on PlayStation 5 but not see Elder Scrolls 6, you're smoking something? No. Well, Indiana Jones, first of all, is not a game IP that sells consoles. Elder Scrolls 6 would be. Sell subscription services, sell consoles, 100%. So, I agree that it could be on PlayStation 5, but not at launch. Altern says, but if Elder Scrolls 6 is bad and did not release on PlayStation 5, does Steam reviews are still PlayStation players angry review bomb on PC? Yeah, probably. Those are things that you can't prove, or you know what I mean? Yeah, but people don't look at that. People don't look at that, hater. Right? They gloss over that. They gloss over that. I don't think it will launch. I don't think it'll launch. Especially in the landscape we're all talking about today, where Elder Scrolls 6 is not coming out until 2028, like 3 to 4 years from now. So the landscape of gaming today will be completely different than 4 years from now. I don't think it comes out day one. I think they have a time exclusive for Game Pass or whatever it is, because especially where Xbox, who knows where they'll be in this market compared to where they are today. How much value are they bringing to Game Pass this entire time up until that point that Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, right? Let's see what Call of Duty does. Let's see what the next big game that comes out next year does. See what third-party games they bring onto Game Pass throughout the years to bring up Elder Scrolls 6, and they'll use that 100% to bring people either to Game Pass PC or Xbox before it comes to PlayStation. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Eclipse. 6 months to a year, if at all, right? Yeah, we're trying a couple of new things, Jax. Yeah, well, they're not console exclusive. Their games that they release are on PC and Xbox day and date. No one's saying exclusively to console. What I'm saying is that they'll be exclusive. It's still coming to PC. It's still coming. That's 2 platforms. Okay. Plus on cloud. Plus, if you buy the game from your Android device that starts next month, you can play it anywhere you want. Laptop, mobile phone, tablet, television set, wherever it is. Right. So I'm not talking about consoles. You guys have to get that out of your head. It's not about consoles anymore. It's about providing a service, and they're putting it on Game Pass 1,000%, and they want to sell that service, and they want to sell where it's going. Okay, so yes, I'll agree with you that it will be on PlayStation down the road. I just don't think it'll be on PlayStation day and date. Altern says, so Xbox sells games on phone, so it's possible that Elder Scrolls 6 releases in mobile first than PlayStation 5 and 6. Yeah. 100%. It will be on phones day and date, day one. Dolphin says, did you see that Bethesda came out and said they won't switch engines? Of course not. You guys think that they're going to change engine. I'm telling you, the reason that Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind, Fallout 3, Fallout 4, Starfield, all of these games are built in that engine because that's what makes these games what they are. People that don't like the creation engine, you're going to have to get over it. That's why they like the creation engine, because of what people can make and what they can do with it. Kuda Papa says, Elder Scrolls 6 is still 3 to 5 years away. Game Pass is increasing in popularity, and the changes of Android is going to speed up adoption. Yeah. It's a completely different landscape 4 years from now than it is today. Krebsy says Game Pass will still have its value launching on PlayStation since PlayStation will be $70. What? How come Starfield's not on PlayStation yet? Still waiting. Where? How come Starfield's not on PlayStation yet? If it's $70, where? How come it's not on there yet? Mo says, you know what's great about this whole thing? You get to see all the Xbox fans that are PlayStation and they want what we got. Papa says, oh, also Xbox and PC as a platform exclusively. Windows PC is part of Xbox ecosystem. Yeah. No matter what Xbox releases, it's already on multi-plat. Day and date, multi-plat on 2 platforms. It's actually on 3 platforms. It's actually on 5 platforms, right? Your television set now is a platform. Your mobile phone is a platform. Before, so it's on television sets. Well, I should say cloud. It's on cloud. It's on mobile, right? It's on console. It's on PC. Jack says, I think a lot of people think Xbox is a dying brand and won't recover. Those are people that like they're right up against the tree and they can't see the forest. Dustin says Dying Light is coming to Game Pass again and Ultimate this weekend. Clip says it will be 30. Just wait for the next showcase. This is what they said, right? I mean, look, even if it does come on PlayStation, it's not day and date, and that's what I'm saying. Elder Scrolls 6 will not launch on PlayStation day and date. That's all I'm saying. Z says they don't care about PlayStation. Now, any PlayStation owner can play Starfield on their Android device in a few weeks, 2 months. Yep. Xbox Game Pass is the best deal in gaming, but others will try to tell you different. I mean, it is a good deal, but they're conditioning you to what games are, and it's not a good-looking future if all games are on Game Pass. Sure, as a value for customers, it's good, but it's not good for the industry. It's not good if that becomes like the one-all be-all type of thing. You know what I mean? It's still good value, obviously, for the customers, but it's not good because the quality of games will go down because they have to keep their costs low so they can give value, right? But we're not there yet. Dolphin says, I don't think we should switch engines. I think Creation Engine makes the games unique. Yeah, it makes the game what it is. People are like, I don't care if you could put 1,000 sandwiches in the thing. What you could do in Bethesda games is because of the engine, and that's what they like. Good Papa says, I wonder how many people secretly have Game Pass, but won't admit it because they have to hate. I mean, they could have tried it for $1. Oh, here's another thing. Did you guys see about all the people complaining about the dollars going away? They're like, oh, you see what Xbox is doing? These scumbag company taking the dollar away so they can't get it when Call of Duty's coming out. It's like, they do this all the time. This is not new. They always take the dollar away when something comes out, and then they put it back later, right? When things are low, they're like, hey, let's put the dollar back out there. And they're like, let's take the dollar away and see who buys the Call of Duty, who gets the Call of Duty on the Game Pass for the full price, right? That's called business. People complaining that they're getting rid of the dollar, like, oh, here they go, scumbag business trying to make money. But they're okay. They're okay with the other companies spending $200 extra for the same machine that you're already playing on with a little bit of upgrade, right? But they're getting rid of the dollar, and you got to pay $19 more to get the same thing that you were getting. Jason says they'll keep the creation so they can get people to fix their game for free. Sure. Just like Halo had the Forge mode and people were fixing the game for free. Just like Fortnite, where they're using Unreal Engine so that people can fix the game for free. It's a smart business decision, isn't it? Why pay people an hourly rate and salary to make stuff when you can have people pay you to go make stuff that they want to play? It'll all be day and date soon. Do you want to say that same thing for PlayStation games, L? Do you want to say the same thing? Do you when you're saying it'll all be day and date soon, are you including PlayStation games? Let me see. What'd you put? World building, don't just build bold. My favorite feature of Bethesda Creation Engine. Can you give me the cliff notes real fast here? Mo says, wait, but it's okay to raise the price of a game $20 and they take it out of the place. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Mo. It's like, get the fuck out of here, man. Hilly says, lots of people want a game to bend to their preferences. In reality, you often need to move towards game's conception to have fun, to enjoy for what it is. L says they can keep the same engine, but leave the awful procedurally generation. Yeah, I just don't think they needed to take Starfield and make 1,000 planets. I think that was their biggest mistake, saying 1,000 planets for that. But what they can do for it, if it was the same stuff just on 10 planets, that would have been okay, except for the 1,000 planets with the same things going on. Yeah, we're probably gonna play the campaign for Call of Duty when it comes out. Krebsy says, people said Horizon price increase was scummy. People say Game Pass $1 thing is scummy. Both are on the right business decision. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I think raising the price of the game is actually in worse taste than raising the dollar trial, right? And first off, the dollar trial only works if you're a new account, right? Like, I can't get the dollar trial unless I make a new email account and whatever. And I guess you could go around about that way. But the dollar's for the people that are brand new to Game Pass. But they also paid $70 billion for Call of Duty with Activision Blizzard. So they want to make their money back faster, don't they? So they could do it 19 times faster if they take away the dollar. But 30, PC doesn't count as a platform. But did it when all the Xbox games were coming to it? Oh, well, the thing here in Discord was an article. Oh, I see. You're doing this. Yeah. Hold on.
Amazing. One Starfield player decided to fill their entire cockpit with potatoes.
This is stupid for a lot of people, but this is exactly why they like
a sight to behold. Starfield potato physics are real, and they're absolutely amazing. One Starfield player decided to fill their entire cockpit with potatoes, and when...
Yeah, 100%. There's no more Game Pass for $1. There's no more Game Pass for $1 now because Call of Duty's coming out. Roadkill. I'm sure they'll bring back the $1 just like they always do. We're talking about Elder Scrolls 6. We're talking about Bethesda. We're talking about day and date on PlayStation and stuff like that. Yeah, I used to take when I played Skyrim, I would literally grab every single book that I saw, and I would bring it back to my house and I would throw it on the bookshelves. And then I started throwing all the books just on the floor, and then I had a pile of books on the floor. Like, is everyone going to do that? No. Right? Does everyone care about that? No. But that is the reason people like the engines. Kuda Papa says the Game Pass for $1 is a limited time deal. They can remove it and put it back whenever they want. Yeah, they've been doing that for the last 7 years. It comes and goes. Okay, you can get discounts and whatnot. Okay, obviously as a business, they're going to get rid of it because a brand new game is coming out that's going to look. When Starfield came out, I'm pretty sure they got rid of the $1. Same thing, because a new game was coming out, and then exponentially, more people tried Game Pass more than ever before. Here comes Call of Duty. You don't think they're doing the same thing? Elder Scrolls 6 is probably about 2 years in development as we speak right now. Right? Because they said it a couple years ago. They haven't started yet because they were all hands on deck with Starfield. So they probably started maybe 18 months, 24 months ago, I would say, in full development. So let's say it's 2 years, 2.5 years now. So 2025 is, let's say, 3 years, 26, 27, 28. So 27, 28, if it takes 3 to 5 years, right? Maybe it takes longer. Who knows? Kraken says day and date will happen more and more often until it's standard. People keep saying only online games would be day and date. Well, guess what? Silent Hill 2 was day and date. Now what? I just think it's funny that people say that, everything on Xbox is coming day and date, but not everything's coming on PlayStation day and date. Well, so Elder Scrolls 6 is coming day and date everywhere, but God of War 3 is not. Right? One works, one doesn't. Okay? And when you say that Elder Scrolls 6 will just be on PC and Xbox, like, no, they're going to PlayStation. Where's Starfield? Starfield hasn't come yet, right? And maybe 5 years from now, the landscape of gaming has changed and the whole business model has changed, and maybe it comes day and date. I still think it doesn't come day and date. I still think it comes 6 months afterwards because they want value on Game Pass. They want value on the subscription model. He says, I started doing with all the books in Starfield. I was hoping to have time where I could actually read what is in each thing I pick up, and I do the overbearing thing, so I gave up. Yeah. You can actually, there's a mod where you don't get overbeared, and you can put as much stuff on you. Big question is, Elder Scrolls 6 launch not broken? Sorry, I couldn't even finish that. Well, Starfield came out. It was the most stable game that they've ever created. Still had its problems, but it was the most stable game for them. So who knows? Maybe by Elder Scrolls 6, that'll be the most stable game when it launches, but it'll still have bugs, but less bugs than the previous games before that. Travis says, Sony players don't care about Starfield. Now, see, I think that's a blatant lie. You know why, Travis? Because more Sony fans talk about fucking Starfield than people that are playing it on Xbox. Let me tell you. You guys can't keep that goddamn name out of your mouths. Like, there's more PlayStation fans that talk shit about Starfield than people actually playing Starfield, and they're all from Sony's side. Roadkill says, yeah, but if it's Starfield, but your stuff disappears sometimes. I put stuff in the ship, and then I come back, and it's not there. Yeah, there was a bug. I don't know if they ever fixed that. Because I had food on the table, but then I was like, did it disappear, or did my crewmates eat it? I don't know. I'm assuming it just disappeared. People keep forgetting that the worst release of Bethesda games are all off from third-party developers. Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 76, Elder Scrolls Online. Yeah, Fallout 76, Fallout New Vegas was very buggy. Great story, but very, very buggy. Zia says, no, 30. That was me sneaking onto your ship and stealing everything. God damn it. How did... It's co-op? I mean, Starfield would be a better game if it was co-op. Oh, give it time, Paul. Give it time. That's not the worst take Travis will have. Give him time. Remember, nobody wanted to play Xbox games on PlayStation, but yet people love Sea of Thieves. 4 million people bought it. And then someone will be like, well, it only sold 4 million. True. Final Fantasy only sold 3 million. So millions of people still play Starfield. Concord didn't even break 400. Correct, Travis. I know you're full of shit. I know. It's okay. Can we stop pretending PlayStation still has exclusive? It's on PC. It's not exclusive anymore. Well, it's exclusive. It's timed exclusives, which is the same thing I'm saying that Elder Scrolls 6 would be, right? There's no difference that Spider-Man 2 is on PlayStation and Spider-Man 2 will be on PC down the road, right? There's no difference. The only difference is that Xbox is taking their games and putting it on PC and Xbox day and date, where PlayStation is putting it on PlayStation and then putting it on PC down the road, right? That time frame is going to get smaller and smaller because PlayStation has seen the light of when they put games on their PlayStation at the same time as PC, they're making more money. Oh no, I'm not full of shit. I don't blatantly say stupid shit all the time for things that I actually don't believe. I say stuff from actual facts and have conversations about it. You spurt out shit just to say shit. That's the difference. Roadkill says, if Sony doesn't move Helldivers to Xbox, that should be your answer for everything because they can't make a ton of money if they did. If they wanted to move it, they're taking the saturation point. It sold more copies on PC than it did PlayStation. These are facts, okay? Then they ruined their own thing by making people sign up for stuff, okay? So they ruined that with Helldivers as well, okay? Down the road, they'll probably release it on Xbox, but down the road, it's timed exclusive. It's not a time exclusive until it is, right? When they're like, all right, well, no, we're not making any more money. We've capped out of the saturation point on this console. Should we release on the next console? Let's see. He says Xbox is putting out major IP games on PlayStation and will continue to do. PlayStation is not doing the same. So no, they can't say the same for PlayStation. The difference is Xbox is putting their games day and date on Xbox and PlayStation. PlayStation is doing PlayStation and PC day and date on some games, and their single player games will get closer and closer. I mean, again, they licensed their brand of Horizon with the Lego game, and that Lego game is now on Switch. That is a Sony game. When it boots up on the Switch, it will say Sony. Okay? Plus, that's a Sony company. Okay? They licensed it. Like, you guys are like to blur the lines where you want. Okay? But they're putting their games on third-party sites just the same. Just a different time span. That's it. You can see it that it's affecting their single-player games. Like, look at the new God of War and the old one. They had a lot more people playing it. Well, they had a lot more people playing it because it was on PlayStation 4 as well, Eclipse. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, the new one you can play as well, but there's more people in PlayStation that own a PlayStation 4 than there own a PlayStation 5. Half of the population that owned 122 million people that own a PlayStation 4, 60 million of those people moved over to PlayStation 5. 67 million are still, whatever, over on PlayStation 4. And still not coming to Xbox. What isn't, though? What isn't coming to Xbox? Are you talking about Helldivers? Are you talking about God of War? Nobody cares. Nobody cares, right? Because you can play the game on PC. You only need 2 consoles. Or 2 platforms. You either own a PlayStation and PC, and you can play Xbox games on PC, right? Or you have an Xbox and a PC. Or you have a Nintendo and a PC, right? If you have a Nintendo and a PC, you can play all PlayStation games when it comes out on PC. You can play all Xbox games when they come out. And you can play your Nintendo games. Talking about Lego Horizon. Okay. I can play it on my... if I wanted to buy it, I can play it on my Nintendo. It doesn't matter that it's not coming to Xbox. No one's saying it's coming to Xbox. Listen to the words coming out of my mouth. It's third party. No one said it has to come to Xbox to be third party. It's coming to other platforms. If it's PC or Switch or... Like, you got... Fucking moving the goalposts. Like, no one said it had to be on Xbox to be, well, the Xbox is not getting it. PlayStation games are coming to third party. They're coming to third party. That time framing is getting smaller and smaller. And it's amazing. Because every time Xbox does it, it's a big ordeal. But when PlayStation does it, there's always people that defend the thing that they're doing, right? They defend it by saying, well, MLB Show, it wasn't them. They had to, right? Sony couldn't make a decision. They're like, all right, you're right, right? Lose the contract or move it over there. Great. It's making more money for them, okay? Then they put their other games on other platforms, and they're like, well, they had to do this. Well, it's only because of live service. Oh, it's only because of this. Well, the brand is this, and they don't make... You keep making excuses. But at the end of the day, Sony owns these games, and they're on third-party platforms. Mo says, it's funny to see more PlayStation asking for Xbox games than Xbox asking for PlayStation games. Well, the people that are on Xbox... Mo, would like to play the games on PlayStation, but they don't want to pay $500 because maybe they own a PC and they're like, I'll just wait. I'll just wait for Ghost of Tsushima. I'll just wait for Spider-Man 2. I'll just wait for God of War when it comes on PC. Paul says, when people think Sony was forced to do all these things to do saving face, they sign all them deals. Yeah, of course they do, Paul. And that's not me shit-talking Sony. That's me talking about the industry going, well, they want to make more money. Yeah, having a PC and having Nintendo's Switch, or having a PC and having a Nintendo Switch, you have everything it comes to gaming technically. You don't need a Switch because you can emulate it. Right! I agree with Eclipse. After this gen, I'm probably moving to PC. I can only console, and I'll buy this Nintendo. That's all you need, right? The key of all of this is you either have, like, let's say, 2 of whatever, right? If you want an Xbox and a PlayStation, and that's all you play, right? Or you have a Nintendo and an Xbox, or a Nintendo and a PlayStation, or a Nintendo and a PC, or an Xbox and a PC, you only need 2, right? It doesn't matter what 2 you have. Whatever gamer you are, if, like, you play PlayStation games and you like Xbox certain games, but it's not really... Why get an Xbox if you have a PlayStation when you can just get a PC and play all the games on Xbox and more, right? Because you can play PC, Xbox Game Pass games, and also console games, right? You can play more with just these 2, or Nintendo and PC, right? It's like if you're a gamer, you buy 2 things. You don't need all 4 anymore. You don't need to buy a PlayStation and a Switch and an Xbox and a PC. You just buy a PC and then pick your platform. Kraken says PC plus Steam Deck is the best combo, in my opinion. Sony doesn't care who buys their tech. They do not care about individuals. They want money, same as Microsoft. Yeah, that's at the end of the day, Kurt. That's what I'm saying. They don't care. And me saying that they're coming third party, everyone's like, PlayStation's not going to do that. They're never going to bring the games to Xbox. I didn't say they were. I just said that they're going third party. And that gap is getting smaller and smaller. You need is a PC and a Fire Stick. Then you can get the Sony games on PC, play them on a high quality, and then you can play the Xbox games by taking the Fire Stick with you. Z says, F that 3 PCs, Xbox, PlayStation 5, 360, PlayStation 4 box. 1, no Nintendo. PlayStation 5 says, truth and logic are the pony's enemy. Like, I've never said that PlayStation's games are coming to Xbox. All I said was that PlayStation's going third party. Right? And I said day and date. It's getting smaller and smaller. Timed exclusives. Right? Microsoft has taken in. They said, yeah, we are actually going just... When the game comes out, it's coming on PC and us at the exact same time. Dude says, getting ready to go to Costco. I discovered 30 is streaming. Trying to explain the way the world works to PlayStation folks. Good times. I don't get to go to Costco for like another 4 days. We go like every 2 weeks. 10 to 14 days we go. Mo says, Sony's a third-party publisher. I really hope you know this. Yeah, just like Xbox. PS5 blows. They move it so much that both goalposts on the soccer field are on the exact same side. That's how far they've moved it. And they don't know which goal to shoot in anymore. If they didn't care, everything would be everywhere. So they obviously care a little, right? Who? PlayStation? No, Microsoft's been third. Microsoft has always been a multi-plat for their software. I could play Halo on Apple. They've been third party for fucking 2 decades. Hey. Yeah. They've been multi-plat since 2003. It's just like people that know comics, okay? And people talk about, oh well, Xbox is going third party. Xbox has always been third party. Yeah, but no, they didn't have a console back then, Dolphin. What I'm saying is when they had an Xbox and Halo came out in 2001. Halo came out on the Mac and PC in 2003. Okay? They've been multi-plat, third-party publishers for 22 years. 21 years? 22 years. But all of a sudden, now because there's a plastic box war, everyone's like, oh, Microsoft's going to die. Really? Are they? So ridiculous. Oh, Microsoft's doing it. PlayStation will never. Remember just 2 years ago, you fuckers out there said that would never. They would never go to PC. Amazing. And I said to those people back then, never say never. Never say never. Here we are 2 years later. Whatever it was, Krebsy, go back to my fucking podcast from 6 years ago. I said Sony PlayStation games will come to PC. Never. They will never come to PC. The Xbox zealots said they were never. You guys love you guys sniff each other's asses. That's what you guys do. Sony ponies sniff Xbox assholes, and Xbox assholes sniff Sony's assholes. You guys are like two dogs at the park. They just go in a circle, sniffing each other's asses. It's the exact same things. It's a small group. There's a whole bunch of dogs playing at the bog park, but two dogs just sniff each other's asses, and they're going in a circle. That's what the fanboys are. They're just sniffing each other's asses. It's so ridiculous. You guys come in here and start arguing with me about stuff, and I'm not even a fanboy of one side or the other. I like my 30. But 30 PlayStation fans are doing it. But 30, the Xbox fans do it. You're all a bunch of retarded people with the fanboyism. Thank you, Kraken. Yeah, bunch of retards. Yeah, but they're doing this over here. They said it first. They said it first. Hilly says the truth of the companies decide what goes where, and the fan base is literally no say, and the only reason they make the choices is they do it based on money. Of course. Of course. I say that bringing games closer to PC, everyone's like, oh, but Xbox is doing it. Okay. We all know 30 is a mobile gamer. That's right. Mobile gamer confirmed. That's it. I'm making a new emote. The new emote will be a dog sniffing another dog's ass. And that'll represent the game industry of the small dog sniffers. That's right. The small portion of gamers, the little minority of the Twitterverse, the dog sniffers. That's it. It'd be a above version of two dogs in a circle making like an infinity symbol. Just two dogs sniff each other's asses. My brain hurts. They're not bringing their games over here, but you guys are bringing your games over there. But you can't play PlayStations on PC, but it comes 2 years later. They're gonna bring Elder Scrolls 6 day and date. Yeah, it's gonna be the streaming wars down the road, Akuta Papa. They're gonna skip consoles completely, and now it's just gonna be like, well, Netflix has got it. Netflix and Amazon got it first, and Game Pass has got it, and PlayStation Plus has got it. Dolphin says, I request an emote of you wearing those glasses like that too. I will. I'll take a picture of that, and we'll make that an emote. We got to replace some of the Suicide Squad ones that were on there. The dude says, dog sniffing another dog's ass, or as we call it in the game industry, a fair exchange. That's right. Krebsy says, random. But imagine they make the next Batman game a musical after the success of Joker 2. Oh, my God. Can we bring up that for a second? Do you want to see how bad? I said it was going to be bad, right? Let's go to Box Office Mojo, right? And look at how bad, right? How bad Joker 2 did. Can we look how bad this is? Okay. Came out October 4th. They made 20 million. 20 million day one. 11 million, which is awful, the second day. They went whoop. It dropped dramatically. Okay. Dramatically. 37 million opening weekend, which is worse than what Marvels did, the Marvels last year, right? Which was for that budget, for that opening weekend is horrendous. These movies are becoming worse and worse. Okay. Then it went from 11 to 6. Then the following weekend, okay, it went from 20 million on Friday, on opening day, to the following Friday, 2.1 million, an 89.2% drop. Oh my God. That is like jumping out of a car while it's moving. Okay. It's tragedy. Okay. It's made a grand total worldwide of $167 million. The budget, it needs to make 450, right? It needs to make 450 to $500 million to make it to break even. Okay, this is going to lose $200 to $300 million. It's a good thing it made $1 billion last time. Fucking amazing. And guess what? I don't think this movie is woke or DEI. It's just a bad movie. It's just a bad movie. Mo says, you know what I got? What my question always is, Mike. That's all I'm worried about. Wait, do you know what I got and what my question always is, Mike? Yeah, when's it coming to Game Pass? Yeah. Kuda Papa says, people say I'm on Xbox. I just hate that how Sony keeps screwing over its player base. PSN required PC, removing a game for more expensive version, yada yada. I want Sony to be better. I mean, look, play where you want. I just point out the fact that all companies are going to go third party, which they already are now. Okay, they're going to put their games on more places. Why? Because the saturation point on console is a certain point. They're not selling as many consoles. People fight with me all the time about that, but the facts are it doesn't sell as many consoles. Okay, and now they have to find other ways to make the money for that. Well, if they're not buying consoles, you got to bring the games to the people, and the people that are not buying consoles, where are they at? They're on PC. So. Dolphin says that the director of Joker said that he didn't want it to be a comic related, but used to be one of the most famous comic book characters. Yeah, you know, this is what everyone wants to do. They're like, hey, let's take some of the most iconic characters and then let's shit on them in a movie. That'll sell well. I hear, and I haven't seen the first Joker, but by the end of the movie in first Joker, I watched someone and they said this, and then they watched Joker 2 and they basically delete everything they did in the first movie. So that's always good. That's always a good, you know, when I say respect the player's time, respect the viewer's time as well. Like if we watched your first movie and you made the character go from this point to this point and it finished up the movie, and then by the second film, by the end of the second film, he's back to square one, then what was the fucking point of watching the first film? That actually might be good, Kurt. That actually might be good. Let's put Doctor Strange and Silver Surfer in a buddy cop movie. And Doctor Strange has to say the line, I'm getting too old for this shit. Z says, yes, 30. It's like when I put the cool chase scene when someone escapes from prison just to put them back in prison. A terrible trope. Yeah. Super action sequence. They get away. Are they going to get away? I don't know. They get away, and then by the end, they get them put back, and you're like, oh, well, okay, that was anticlimactic. Just stupid. Just stupid. So there you go. The Joker 2. Right? It got beat out. It got beat out by Terrifier 3. Okay? The Wild Robot, which has made more money. Which has made more money than the Joker. Amazing. Right? What did the Joker make? Oh, 167. It's going to make more money. It's going to make more money in its second week. Third week. Amazing. I bet you didn't cost as much. Where's Beetlejuice at? There you go. Beetlejuice made its money back. I did not finish Marvel's Midnight Suns. I haven't. We got what came out? Oh, we played Outlaws. We were playing Marvel's Midnight Suns. Then we went into Outlaws, and then after Outlaws, we started playing something else. So I just never went back to it. I played it off stream a little bit, but I'm still haven't beaten it yet. All right, what do we got here? Let me check Twitter real fast. I'm still getting the itch of playing New World, but I don't think I'm going to get it. Did you guys see the Did you guys see what you can get for the pre-order? The pre-order for Dragon Age Vanguard? There you go. There you go. The Rook's Coffer. You get a light-up dagger, right? You get a light-up life-size dagger. You get the quiver tube for the map. You get a litho print. You get the enchanted die, the potion flask. You get the Rook's deck. You don't get the game. yeah. You don't get the game, I don't think. Dragon Age Veilguard Rook's Coffer Sweepstakes. It's a thing. It's offered to promote Dragon Age Veilguard to open only. Okay. To enter between October 18th and November 25th, to complete the following steps. Log into your X account. Okay. Retweet EAX post that asks users to retweet for a chance to win. Okay. Follow Dragon Age X account and no other method to entry to be accepted. EA will accept one entry per person. So pre-orders must be really low. Pre-orders must be really low because this is something that you can't even buy, right? You can't even buy this. This is just exciting stuff. I know all of you guys are real big Twitter fans. Oh, the train started up for the Wizard of Oz movie. What's that movie called? Wicked? The Star of Wicked? People are coming out already. That you're sexist and racist against a witch. Someone says, log into X, closes page. Hilly says the UK government's trying to reduce knife crime by restricting sales of knives. EA, free knife with this game. Yeah. Maybe the rules say you can't win it in the UK. Who knows? Yeah. It lights up, though. It lights up, though, Hilly. That way, when you stab somebody, you know it's going in. It's a flashlight. They should reword it. Knife-looking flashlight. That's what it should be. Yeah. Yep. It's just a flashlight that happens to be shaped as a knife. Maybe it says, you know what? Let me go back up. Maybe it actually says not an actual knife. Who knows? Let me see. Let's see. Let's see what the eligibility, enter prizes. Okay, the prize, odds of winning the prize depend upon the number of eligible entries. All approximate retail value. Okay, transferable, no substitutions. Notification. To claim prize, select potential winner. May be required to complete the sign-in winner declaration of release. Okay, to claim your prize. Okay, release. Okay, it says the extent allowable under the accessible law and in Australia. So Australia can't get it. Consumers law in relation to operation and promotion of any prize won. You agree to release EA and X and their agents, officers, directors, and employees from legal claims, including without limitation claims related to personal injury, death, or damage to your loss or property arising out of participation in the promotion, or receipt used to misuse or any prize except for residents of the United States, United Kingdom, France, with respect to claims resulting from death or personal injury arising from EA's negligence of the residents of the United Kingdom, with the respective claims resulting from a tort of descent or any other liabilities that may also be included by law. What the? Okay. You're getting a prize. Why do I have... What? Why do I have to sign away? What's happening here? A release to extent of allowable under acceptable law in Australia, subject to without excluded restrictions to modify any rights or remedies of which you may be entitled as a consumer under the consumer granted provisions of Australia consumer law in the relation of operation of the promotion. Any prize won, you agree to release EA and X and their agents, officer, directors, and employees from any legal claims, including without limitation claims related to personal injury, death, or damage to or loss of property arising from participation in the promotion. What are they going on about? Yeah. What are they talking about? It's a prize for this. Like, it's a prize for a map and cards and a knife. So is it a real knife? Very interesting. Papa says, the UK makes me laugh. People are stabbing each other with knives. No more knives. Or now they're using hammers. Ban hammers. Why are these strangling each other? Ban hands. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah. I mean, you can literally pick up... there's 1,000 things in front of me. You can kill someone with a pen, a pencil. Got a nail clipper. This nail... Like, I can use this. I can jab this in your eye. You know what I mean? I could throw this little elephant at you. That could hit you in the temple. Right? A lot of stuff can go on. Hilly says, well, it's not all knives. It's just crazy ones, which are not tools. It's those damn knives. Those damn knives can just come out of nowhere. Who would have thought? It is pretty cool that it lights up. I'm not going to participate in the competition, though. You could stab me with this. Yeah, you could take this and you could jab somebody in the neck with that. It's definitely you're gonna have to ban the goalpost. You're gonna have to ban the goalpost. Not joking. The government refers to them as zombie knives. Interesting. So what about screwdrivers? Phillips, flathead, are those okay? Do we know more about this other NetEase game, Marvel's Mystic Mayhem? You guys said yesterday it's like a Diablo type game. Is that true? It's more of a Diablo game? Z says, what about Julia Child and her spatula? Don't get Julia Child upset. She will hit you with that spatula. Flatheads only. Gotcha. Right, if you ban the knives, all of a sudden screwdrivers are going to go up in cases. I think it's a turn-based game. That's what I thought it was. I thought it was a turn-based game, but then you guys said it was like a Dungeons and a Diablo style game. I could have sworn you guys said it was Diablo style. Oh, cool! You get an outfit in Towerborn. Earn a limited time Spooky Duskville Awards. Play early access on Steam today. Sorry, I just saw something which I can't show, but it's funny. Buzz Lightyear toy goes beyond. Expected a regular toy built for $600 price tag. Hold on a second.
Micro servers. If you have $600 burning an asteroid-sized hole in your pocket, maybe this one's for you. Meet the new Buzz Lightyear robot, a collaboration between Disney, Pixar, and smart toy company Robosen. So what can it do, and does it justify the price tag? Let's take a look. First off, it's pretty heavy, almost 4 pounds. That's because it's got thousands of tiny parts, tons of microchips, servos, the whole deal. It also has what Robosen calls the first of its kind micro.
This shit needs to come down in price by like
make these intricate eye and mouth movements. You can activate him by using voice commands, but
like
he really
$500
with the app, unlocking a whole different set of features. There's preset actions based on famous scenes from the Toy Story movies, a remote control option that's pretty finicky at times. The coolest part of this thing, an editor that lets you position Buzz's joints just how you want them, sync them to the app, and chain the actions together to create your own custom space adventure.
It's pretty fucking cool.
Is this your expensive ticket to infinity and beyond? Let us know in the comments. If you have $600,
that's pretty cool. $600, which is $200 less than a PlayStation, right? Or $100 less than a PlayStation. So there you go. You can either get a PlayStation 5 Pro or a Buzz Lightyear robot. Ultron says that shit costs $200 minimum, up to $1,000. If it goes down to $100, even then it's a thought process. Like once robots are like everywhere, that shit'll be like $60. Or 2 Series S's. That's right. Why we need 2 Series S's, I have no idea. If they had one for Bo Peep, it would sell out like right away. I think that will sell pretty well. I think that one will sell really well. Oh yeah, Wayfinders got the 1.0 update coming out. Is there a release date yet for when that comes to Xbox? Because I know it's on PlayStation and PC. Oh, is that how it works? Like Gremlins? Do you feed your S and then it becomes an X? 2 Series S's become a Series X. So does 2 Series X's become one PlayStation 5 or one 5 Pro? October 21st on all platforms. Maybe we'll pick up Wayfinder on Xbox then. All right. Well, that's going to do it for me today. 2 hours and 43 minutes. I think that's pretty good for a bonus stream. If you guys like what I do, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to go above and beyond that, become a member as little as $5. We do live streams Monday through Thursday. We do a bonus stream on Fridays. I think next Friday, what I'm going to try, we're going to make it where it's live for everybody, but only members can talk next week. I think that's what we're going to try. See how that works out. Because I'm trying to give more value to the members, right? More value to the members. So I'm going to try that where next Friday I'll do a stream, or whenever I do the next stream, okay? And on Friday. And when we do a Friday stream, we're going to make it anyone can watch, but members are the only ones that can be in chat and actually talk. And we'll see how that goes. And, we'll adjust and change and whatnot. We'll give it a try. Appreciate it very much. You guys have a great rest of your day, weekend. And I'll see you guys on Monday. Peace.